The daytime talk show The View has long been a stage for spirited debates, but few moments have been as shocking as the one that unfolded when country superstar and former The Voice coach Blake Shelton appeared on the program. What was supposed to be a lively, light-hearted conversation about Shelton's music and personal life quickly took an unexpected and heated turn, leaving fans stunned, the audience buzzing, and social media ablaze. The clash between Shelton and Joy Behar, one of the show's most outspoken co-hosts, turned into the kind of on-air drama that daytime television rarely sees from celebrity guests. Viewers are still dissecting the moment, and insiders suggest it could go down as one of the most memorable and controversial episodes in The View's history. The calm before the storm. Blake Shelton had been invited to The View to promote a new project and to chat about life after stepping away from his longtime role on The Voice. The conversation began pleasantly enough, with Shelton discussing his career moves, his time with wife Gwen Stefani, and even joking about his reputation for drinking on live television. Audience members laughed as Shelton playfully teased about country stereotypes and shared stories about life back home in Oklahoma. For a while, everything seemed on track for a standard celebrity interview. But longtime fans of The View know that calm rarely lasts long on the panel, especially when the subject veers into divisive territory. And with Joy Behar in the mix, fireworks are never far behind. The spark that ignited the clash. The turning point came when Behar steered the conversation toward political and cultural divides in America. She asked Shelton for his opinion on the role of celebrities in shaping public discourse, particularly around controversial issues. While Shelton is known for being laid back and often steering clear of direct political commentary, he responded with a candid take. "I think people are tired of being preached to," Shelton remarked. "Folks want to listen to music, enjoy a good time, and not have entertainers shove politics down their throats all the time." The comment drew immediate applause from some members of the audience, but Behar was quick to challenge him. Known for her sharp tongue and unfiltered opinions, she shot back. "But isn't that a cop-out, Blake? Don't artists, especially those with a big platform, have a responsibility to speak up when things are wrong?" Shelton, visibly taken aback, tried to defuse the moment with humor. "Joy, the only thing I feel responsible for is making sure people have fun at my shows. I'll leave the politics to you guys," he quipped. The exchange drew laughter, but Behar wasn't finished. Joy Behar pushes back. Behar doubled down, pressing Shelton on whether avoiding political stances was a privilege that allowed certain celebrities to remain popular while others risked backlash. "You can afford to stay neutral," Behar said pointedly, "but a lot of people don't have that luxury. Silence can be complicity." At this point, Shelton's easygoing demeanor began to shift. His smile faded as he leaned forward, clearly agitated. "I'm not silent," he shot back. "I've said what I believe in, and I believe in letting people live their lives without someone like me telling them what to think. That's not my job. My job is to sing songs and entertain." The tension was palpable as the audience gasped and clapped in response to his words. The breaking point. The confrontation escalated when Behar suggested that Shelton's stance was irresponsible. "You have millions of fans who listen to you. Whether you like it or not, you influence people. And to just say, 'I'm here to entertain,' sounds like you're ignoring the bigger picture." Shelton's tone hardened. "Joy, with all due respect, people don't need me to tell them how to vote or how to live their lives. They've got enough people yelling at them already. If they want to hear that, they can turn on this show." The remark sent the live audience into a frenzy, half cheering, half booing, while Behar appeared visibly stunned. The other co-hosts tried to intervene, with Whoopi Goldberg attempting to steer the conversation back to Shelton's music, but the damage had already been done. A rare outburst from Shelton. Shelton is not typically known for explosive confrontations, making this outburst all the more surprising. Known as Mr. Laidback on The Voice, he often diffused tensions with humor and charm. But on The View, Shelton let his frustration show in a way that was raw and unfiltered. At one point, he even raised his voice saying, "I'm sick and tired of people acting like entertainers owe the world their opinions. If that's what you want, fine, but don't come after me for not playing that game. I didn't sign up to be a politician. I'm a singer. That's it." The heated words left the studio buzzing. Some audience members applauded Shelton for standing his ground, while others sided with Behar, insisting that celebrities should use their voices for advocacy. The aftermath on air. Following the fiery exchange, Shelton visibly cooled down, leaning back in his chair and crossing his arms as Behar attempted to move on. The other co-hosts tread carefully, sensing the tension in the air. Goldberg, acting as mediator, reminded the audience that everyone has a right to their perspective. "That's what this table's about," she said, trying to restore balance. Still, Shelton's demeanor remained icy for the rest of the segment. He answered questions curtly, occasionally tossing in sarcastic remarks that hinted at his lingering irritation. By the time the interview wrapped, it was clear that Shelton would not be sticking around for the usual light-hearted banter at the end. He exited the set quickly, offering only a brief wave to the audience. Social media explosion. Within minutes of the episode airing, social media platforms lit up with clips of the confrontation. Fans and critics alike took sides, with hashtags like #BlakeOnTheView and #JoyVersusBlake trending across Twitter and Instagram. Supporters of Shelton praised him for refusing to be cornered into a political debate, arguing that his focus on music and entertainment was refreshing in a world oversaturated with celebrity commentary. "Finally, someone who just wants to sing and not lecture us," one fan tweeted. Behar's supporters, meanwhile, commended her for holding Shelton accountable and pushing back against what they saw as an attempt to avoid responsibility. "Joy is right. Celebrities can't just cash in on fame and then stay quiet on issues that matter," another viewer wrote. Industry reactions. Entertainment insiders are now weighing in on the fallout. Some suggest that Shelton's outbursts could boost his appeal among fans who share his frustration with political preaching in Hollywood. Others caution that his sharp words toward Behar could alienate more progressive audiences who expect public figures to engage with important issues. Producers of The View have not issued an official statement about the confrontation, but sources close to the show say that moments like these, while tense, often drive ratings. "People tune in for exactly this reason," one insider said. "The mix of personalities, the unexpected clashes, it's what makes the show unpredictable." What's next for Shelton? For Blake Shelton, the confrontation may prove to be a double-edged sword. While it cements his image as someone who refuses to bend under pressure, it also places him squarely in the cultural conversation he often tries to avoid.